We begin tonight with developing news just outside of Arkansas. 6 people are dead following a shooting in Bootlaw in Mississippi near the Arkansas-Tennessee state line.
Now we're working to learn more about this situation this evening, but here's what we know right now. Police tell us the shooter went into a store and shot a man, then went to a nearby house and shot a woman.
He then went into another home, killing 2 more people before being stopped by police. Officers then found a body in the car nearby and another one in the road. That shooter is now in custody and police believe he acted alone.
Biden's response to a shooting in Mississippi is cookie cutter bullshit. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, the NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box. And if you like my channel, like my content, you can support me with the link, once again, in the description box. Everything is appreciated. Let's talk about this. Now, I just realized this story is from this year, but it's February 18th when this happened, where a man just went on a rampage and killed 6 people. The tragedy within itself is just horrific. But when I started to read through Biden's response, I realized this man has no original ideas whatsoever. They don't have any notion or any idea what this guy's motives were. He just went on a rampage where he used a shotgun and 2 handguns. Now, I just want to show you how much of a, we can clearly see how much of a hypocrite Biden is. But I want to come into here, and Biden responds after serial shooting in Tate County, Mississippi, leaving 6 dead, suspect in custody. Remember, this is from February, but I want you to just see his language here. But President Joe Biden responded to a series of shootings in Tate County, Mississippi, which left at least 6 people dead on Friday, saying thoughts and prayers are not enough. Officials apprehended the suspect, 52-year-old Richard Crum, who is believed to have used a shotgun and 2 handguns to carry out a shooting rampage that spanned 3 different locations. The suspect's motives are still unknown, according to Fox 13 Memphis. Nevertheless, the president demanded Congress take action. Quote, "Enough," Biden's statement began. "We are 48 days into the year, and our nation has already suffered at least 73 mass shootings." Once again, that's been debunked, but it debunked in a way that the way that they count mass shootings is not the standard. They just make up their own criteria and then throw anything that happens into it as a mass shooting, including inner city violence, which they will not address, where teenagers who should not have a gun anyway under current law are out killing each other. But thoughts and prayers aren't enough. Biden added, "Gun violence is an epidemic and Congress must act now." No, violence is an epidemic. Violence is an epidemic. See, I'm exposing how much of a BS artist this guy is. Just remember, he did not go to Waukesha, Wisconsin. He did not go to the Christian school, I believe, Nashville Christian school. He did not go there. People were killed there too. But he's only interested in guns because then he can spew his nonsense. It's unbelievable how much of an, I try not to cuss too much, but of an a-hole he is. Death is death. But he's only interested in one form because he can use it to push his gun control agenda. But I'm going to skip through all this. You already saw and get an understanding of what happened, but I really want to focus on Biden's response. Okay, I'm going to come down to here. Biden continued, "Jill and I are mourning for the 6 killed in today's violence." Notice he did not say a damn thing about the Christian school. He said even less about what happened in Waukesha. He said very little about what happened with the subway shooting in New York City. Tate County, Mississippi. "And we have for far too many Americans. We grieve with their families and with Americans nationwide as gun violence claims yet more lives. We are also praying for the recovery of those injured in this horrendous attack and for survivors who will carry both the grief and trauma with them for the rest of their lives." Biden also said he directed all federal resources to be made available, insisting the ongoing state and local investigation, which he did not do at the Christian school shooting. Why? But the president went on to demand common sense gun law reforms, which is really just a bullshit, tag word. Common sense gun laws. It's stupidity. It's just a word they throw out there to make gun ban sound better. That include background checks on all gun sales and several other initiatives, although these are unlikely to pass a divided Congress. Quote, we need common sense gun law reforms, Biden said. That includes requiring background checks on all gun sales, banning assault weapons. Remember, this guy used a shotgun and 2 handguns, yet he's still barking about assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. Shotgun. Fully closing the boyfriend loophole to keep guns out of the hands of domestic abusers, which means that men are now under scrutiny. Requiring safe storage of guns and eliminating immunity for gun manufacturers who knowingly put weapons of war on our streets. Do you not see how full of crap this guy is? This is the same BS that you hear every time there's a shooting. But when there's a shooting that doesn't fit the agenda, or a shooting that just doesn't quite fit the narrative that they want, they ignore it completely. And God help you if you're killed without a firearm being involved. Then you're of no consequence to him whatsoever. Okay? And I'll come down. Now, I'm going to come on out of this, but I watched this story. I looked into it a little bit. They still have not come up with a motive. This was February. We haven't heard anything about this story since. It's just this guy went on a rampage. Don't know why. No motive. But because a gun is involved, Biden got to open his mouth to talk about gun control and talk about aspects of his common sense nonsense that has nothing to do with what happened here. Nothing. He does not give a damn about these people. Remember, he did not go down there to Tennessee to meet the victims of the Christian school shooting by the transgender. He didn't go down there. Kamala Harris went down there so she could meet with the insurrectionists who basically held up the Tennessee House floor. She went to see them, but didn't go to see the victims. Don't buy into this bullshit, because every time this happens, he's going to pick and choose when and where he's going to open his mouth to say the same stupid talking points that have nothing to do with your safety. He wants an assault weapons ban after this incident here, and the guy used a shotgun. Don't get it wrong. He's going to talk about assault weapons because they look like military weapons and they're scary, when in reality, there are other weapons on the market that you can buy without batting an eyebrow that are a hell of a lot more powerful than AR-15 and can fire just as many rounds. But those are no consequence to him because they don't fit the agenda. And trust me, if he were to get this, because these people are never happy, if he were to get an assault weapons ban on a federal level, you think it just ends right there? Okay, we got assault weapons now, things are going to calm down? No. It's the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. You got to make a stand somewhere. And this fool is just not interested in actually solving the problem. Because I'm reading stories coming out of Chicago that are just freaking horrific. We got teenagers rolling around in stolen cars, just jacking businesses and people in broad daylight. Teenagers with guns. Hey, Joe, what law would you propose for that? Oh, that's right. There's already a federal law that says you gotta be 21 to buy a handgun to own and carry, and depending on state law. But no. He just picks his way through those things that support his BS nonsense. And this is just another story. It just infuriates me that they just using death as nothing more than a political freaking slingshot, and it's just disturbing and it's ugly, and I'm tired of it. Talking about an assault weapons ban because of this incident, I'm like, yeah, but he used a shotgun, which tells me he has just no inclination whatsoever to actually solve the problem of violence in this country, because people are losing their lives every day, all different kinds of ways, all different kinds of reasons, and all kinds of different kinds of implements. But he only has to focus and chooses to focus on firearms when a firearm is involved, or where the shooter's a white supremacist or an AR-15 may be there. After that, he just don't give a damn about your life. And we really got to step up. But I want to talk in the next video, our favorite NPC survivor of a mass shooting, David Hogg, apparently is out running his mouth again. And I'm definitely going to talk about that because I came across that story today. But it's going to, takes me a little bit to get these together. But I want to talk about that fool tomorrow. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.